Hey everyone, it is Havohai here bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. We are on JP and we're going to be doing a full breakdown of the brand new units and categories, the Boyhood Saga and the Boys and Girls category, along with some team builds. We'll do some of that as well. Hopefully you get a lot out of this video and find it very informative. If you guys are new to my channel, of course, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So let's get to it. We got a lot to break down here. First and foremost is, I think the top unit is the Youth Goku, and this card art is amazing. We've been waiting for this card art for 4 years, and that is the Ozaru Fist. It is the final move that he does against defeating King Piccolo. So the SSR asset you can see there is on the left hand side. TURs into the art on the right hand side there. So let's go ahead and look at his stats. His stats is the Decisive Punch Goku Youth, and he is a super int category type advantage, and he has leader skill of a fantastic leader, so it's 170% across the board plus another 150% in 2 brand new categories. In one, the Boyhood Saga, basically it is the Dragon Ball Saga, but only when he was a child, not when he was a teen or an adult. So that's who's all in that category. And also the Boys and Girls category, which gets the 150% increase there, and that is kind of like the youth category, the juvenile category. So those are the 2 brand new categories that we can now use. Very, very good, and I'm just glad to see another 170% across the board and 150. This is actually the first one that JP is getting, because the Tech Hit is the first one that Global got. So yeah, pretty amazing leader skill there and very versatile there. So super attack is bending Kamehameha, causes immense damage to the enemy with a medium chance to stun, which is good. Passive skill is the more confusing of it all. It's the final wager plus 1 a key at the start of a turn. Right, so that's 1. Attack and defense 77% at the start, plus an additional attack boost or a defensive boost depending on the HP. The more HP you have, the max you can get is 59%. The lower HP you have, the max you'll get is 59% there, and in defense that is. And then you also get an additional attack and defense plus 10% at the start of each turn as you continue to go up and up and up. So after the 6th turn, you'll have a max of, so if you have full HP before 6 turns, it's 136%. And then you'll have 195% after 6 turns if you have a max HP. Pretty crazy. And on top of that, perform a critical hit when your HP falls below 59%. Very, very interesting, very confusing to a lot of individuals, but he pretty much just hits really hard if you use him. He does also have an active skill, so this is a active skill unit here, and it is the Penetrate. It's the move that he does finish off King Piccolo with, the Ozaru Fist, and it causes ultimate damage to an enemy, and that is a multiplier of 750%, just like LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. So his linked skills: Kamehameha, Incredible Adventure, All the Family, The Innocence, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Turtle School, and Fierce Battle. Categories quite a bit: Low Class Warrior, Pure Saiyans, Boyhood Saga, Boys and Girls, and Seekers of the Dragon Ball. So this is a really, really good unit. Also on top of that, his key multiplier is 150%. And its stats are really good, really solid. 15,000 max, 15, 15, and 10. So overall, definitely the #1 that you want to shoot for in this Dokkan Fest banner. And definitely good luck to all you guys that are summoning for this Youth Goku. So the next unit that I want to go over is the Mafuba Master Roshi. Now the card art to the left is the SSR, and then TRs into the one on the right. This is a very, very interesting card. You can probably just call him a one-shot only. So, alright, so let's just quickly go over this. This is Super Tech type. Leader skill is a Boyhood Saga, so if you don't pull the Goku, then you can use him. He's at 120% leader there. Or his secondary is Super Tech type, key plus 3 HP and attack defense 90%. Super Attack, Mafuba. Alright, causes supreme damage to the enemy and seals super attack. Right? Doesn't seem like that's all that great. Look at his passive skill. Deadly Power Resolve, 150% to defense. We're like, okay, that's interesting at the start of the turn. But then attack 628%, minus 100% to defense when performing a critical and perform a critical hit with a critical hit when performing a super attack, but once only. So one time only, you get to use this Master Roshi, and he does a crit with a 628% attack boost, probably making him one of the hardest hitters. I haven't seen the attack stats or anything, or the damage output, but just looking at the numbers flat out, I know he only has a 12,000 attack stat, but still, and a 135% multiplier, but 628 is ridiculous. So I'm going to be interested in seeing what his one shot's going to look like. You know, high 4 or 5 million. I don't know. I don't know what the numbers are going to be, but pretty interesting on this TUR. So one shot, but then he reverts back to his defense, I believe, at 150%, so he'll tank the rest of it through. And then if the enemy can get stunned, he'll get stunned as well as the enemy. So once again, very, very interesting unit there. Link skills: Brainiac, Supreme Warrior, World Tournament Champion, Turtle School Infighter, Incredible Adventure, and Fierce Battle. And his only category is the Boyhood Saga. So I want to pull him just to test out what this crazy super attack, his passive skill or his super attack, actually ends up being with that crazy 628%. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next unit here, and that is the Demon King Piccolo. So it is actually the elder Demon King Piccolo, and then he goes to Dokkan Awakens into the youthful version there. So he's actually a pretty solid overall unit. He is an extreme strength type. Boyhood Saga category key plus 3 HP attack plus 120%. So same thing. He's a category lead for the Boyhood Saga. Extreme strength, key plus 3 HP attack plus 90%. Explosive Demon Flash causes supreme damage to the enemy and greatly lowers attack. So it's not immense like Goku. So supreme damage there. Passive skill, True Fighting Strength. So this is really solid. 100% the defense at the start of the turn, key plus 3 and attack 200% for 5 turns from the start of the turn, and then just drops down to key plus 2, attack 120. But for 5 turns, he'll have a 200% buff. So yeah, very, very interesting here. He does also provides himself key, so really don't need to be looking for any key links at all, but just, you know, even boost up his damage there. So very interesting. Would definitely put him on a team just to test him out. And so I like kind of the new passive skills. We haven't seen any of these types of passive skills before, so they are being nice and creative now. So Link skills: Thirst for Conquest, Demon, Strength and Unity, Incredible Adventures, Guidance to the Dragonballs, Nightmare, and Fierce Battle. Categories here is Resurrected Warrior, so this guy can go really well in Resurrected Warriors, and I think yeah, can do some major damage there. And Namekians finally get somebody that can do some damage here. So the Namekians is a welcome addition to that category. And then Boyhood Saga, of course, he has a key multiplier of 140%, pretty solid there. HP is 15,000, lower attack stat in 13,000, and his defense isn't really too wild there with 8,600. So, but still, all in all, pretty solid secondary unit you can definitely pull from the banner. So he's going to be featured as well. So finally, let's go ahead and end with the free-to-play LR. We've been waiting for this. I covered this in a previous video as well, and it is the Dragon Ball movies LR in a sense, and it's LRing to Goku and Rolly. So this is the unit here. That's the card art. Let's go ahead and look at the stats here. It is where the excitement awaits Goku youth and Rolly. Of course, LR 99 cost. He's a super AGL type. It is a leader. It's a free-to-play Dragon Ball Seekers keep leader leader skill. Dragon Ball Seekers category key plus 3, HP attack and defense 77%. So if you did not pull LR Go Punks, then this will be a great unit to use at 77%. It's fine. So super attack is Superpower Dream, and the Superpower Special causes colossal damage to the enemy and seal super attack. That's the 12 key, and then the greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage for the 18 key. So passive skill here is Ramly. This we kind of knew from the SSR and the SR. It is a nuker, so randomly changes a certain type of key to rainbow spheres, just like the other ones there. And then key plus 2, and 30% attack for each rainbow sphere obtained. So that in and itself would be 30%, times 5 would be 150%, but most likely you're just going to be able to get 4, so 120%. And then also here has a reduced damage by 30% if it's the first attacker on the turn. So not too bad at all for a free-to-play unit. I wish it wasn't just only rainbow spheres though, but typically you can get 4. 3 would be the worst. That'll be at 90%. But the stats are pretty good. We'll look at the links first, and then we'll go into the stats in a second. Innocence, Infighter, the Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, Penguin Village, Shattering Limits, and Legendary Power. Categories is Dragon Ball Seekers, Join Forces, Movie Heroes. So it's interesting that they get to be on the Movie Heroes there. So another LR goes into that category. Boyhood Saga and Boys and Girls. So they can work on both Boyhood Saga and Boys and Girls categories, so that's good there. And the stats for free to play, pretty solid: 17.5, 17.9, and 12.8. So if you can get that elusive 5 rainbow key spheres, then you'll be buffing at 150%, but most likely you'll be in around the 90 to 120% attack buff. So overall, not too bad, and will be fairly useful here. So now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the team builds. I think the team build here, I think this team would be very, very fun to use. The flex slot, the 5th slot there with the Mafuba, Roshi, you can always swap them out for really anything down below. You can run various different options here. One person I didn't put on here would be physical seal tanks. I have them on a different team, but this unit here, the Youth Goku, is a formidable leader, and you can run 2 solid LRs here and can probably really dish out a lot of damage. So very interesting to see what kind of damage this team can actually do. So there's some other teams you can run on here. So I did do a one-shot team. So we're doing a dual support team here with the Elder Kame and the Bola, but then you have a nuker, a 150% at the most with the Arali, but you have the nuker in Gohan, you have the one shot in Master Roshi. So kind of interesting to see kind of how this actually works out there. So a lot of damage being dished on that team there. Another team you can run is all Go Tanks. So this is a very Go Tanks friendly. That's why I believe there might be an LR Super Saiyan 3 Go Tanks that might be showing up on the 18th. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But maybe that is possible, and that can go onto this team as well. Or actually, you might have to take out the EZA. But yeah, the EZA Go Tanks here could probably do incredible amount of damage, linking well with everybody on there. So the Go Tanks is a possible team and running team there. Then you can do a Arali team. A lot of people don't have the physical Arali. I actually am fortunate to pick her up on Global. I don't have her on JP, but yeah, I'm running a Grade 8 Goku on this team here, keeping the good old Mafuba Roshi. You know I didn't do. I didn't put the DB King Piccolo anywhere, but he's useful. You can swap him out for the Roshi anytime there, so he's key sufficient with his passive there. And then finally, I really just think this team overall can work really well. So yeah, whatever questions you have, comment below on building teams. This is just preliminary teams, not being tested quite yet, but just by looking at it, this will be a great team to run. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap here while we look at some super attacks. Number 1 on this Dokkan Fest and the brand new units is going to be the Youth Kid Goku here. Really, really incredible unit. Top tier. Leader skill is amazing. Having that 170% and 150. It's an active skill, and you can see the super attack animation. Can't get that out in a bit here. This is the Demon King Piccolo, so the next one is the Goku. So it's really, really cool. Then you have the one-shot Mafuba Roshi, which is really, really great. I just want to test it out. Why not? 620% 28%. It's crazy. Oh, here it is right here. This is a really, really great super attack animation. So so kind of finishing everything out, then would be the Demon King Piccolo, and then the LR unit, which is free to play anyway. There it is, right there. Boom. And I guess this person was fighting Piccolo, so maybe it looks like that for different people that you're fighting, I'm guessing. I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. But there it is. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of this breakdown, a little bit of team building, my thoughts. But yeah, I'm excited to summon on these banners, to kind of test it out, play these units, and kind of go from there. So with that, if you guys are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time.